Okay, good evening, everybody. Great, Arvind. So, welcome, guys, to day 8 of our session 8 of our inbound marketing session. Good evening, Aksha, Arvind, Gunjan, Reena, Sushant. How are you all? Good till now? How was the week? Wonderful. So, before we start, any questions in whatever we did in the past 6 or 7 sessions, past 3 weeks? Maybe something which you want to ask could be apart from inbound marketing also. Could be something which maybe you have come across on online marketing. And just in case you have any technical issue during this training or need any help after this training, you can always reach out to your program coordinator or call on the support number 80 810 33033. There would always be somebody to assist you over there, right? So before I start, right? So on Tuesday we understood what are life cycle emails. So life cycle emails are mainly automated emails or manual segment based emails which you have planned to send to your customer. So it is sending the right email to the right person at the right point of time and send people emails based on what they do or do not do on the website. Cool. So I have not yet shared my screen. I want to check if you have any questions. I can start with FAQs and then we can go ahead and start the session from where we stopped on Tuesday. So I do not see anybody asking questions. Okay, so I think it's all good. Let me share my screen. I'm just on my webcam, right? Okay, let me off the webcam and share my screen first. Yeah. Okay, this is where we thought we will start from today, right? I have shared my screen now. We said we'll start from lead nurturing with drip email marketing. Before even we do that, let me do a quick recap. So, what did we know? Lifecycle emails is basically how we can automate the entire process of marketing that you would want to communicate to your customers. Streamlining, automating the entire process of communication. How? By this. Right? We also saw a tool called customer.io, right? Web analytics or email. Cool. This is something which we understood. Now let's understand what do you mean by drip email marketing. So anybody knows what do you mean by drip marketing? Any idea? In simple layman's term, what is drip marketing? Not drip email. What is drip marketing? Anyone wants to help all of us understand? So, Amit, yeah, persistent, yes, Sushant. Amit, yes. So, if you have any doubts, so until like a month back, we were giving our personal information, but now they have asked to route everything to the training coordinator or to the Q&A forum, the website. So you can definitely drop an email to your training coordinator, and if required, they will let us know. Right, Amit? That's the data update that we have received. So I think the best person would be your training coordinator, right? So good point told by Sushant. He says persistent. That's it. Persistent or something else apart from that. Excuse me. Any idea apart from persistent? Okay, what is drip in normal English language? No idea what is drip in English language?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. Drip email marketing means like persistent emails which can be targeted to the customers
Mm-hmm.
for any sale.
Mm-hmm.
Drip means sir, like slow, continuous flow. It is
Mm-hmm.
going on and on,
Mm-hmm.
like at specific intervals, maybe some
Mm-hmm.
after some minutes or some time. That may
Mm-hmm.
be I guess what we call drip email marketing as a layman, like no idea much
Perfect.
of
Perfect.
that.
Almost there. So drip is drop by drop. Great.
Yeah,
Drop
yeah,
by drop, right? That's how you
yeah.
do marketing, right? So let's
But
understanding.
sir,
Mhm.
one just query.
Mhm.
If we go on like bombarding these emails, then
Mhm.
will not they report it as spam? It as spam or like something
No. So that's
like
why drip email
okay,
marketing, you have to plan the schedule, right?
okay,
And
okay.
the moment anybody unsubscribes, right, you will
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
stop sending them emails.
Okay,
That's
okay,
first thing. And if you have done email
okay.
marketing, I'm not sure if you've done, in that they must have
Yeah, yeah,
shown you how email ESPs work. The first time when you send emails,
yeah,
they go through, then they
yeah.
put filters. So you
Yes,
have to
sir.
be sure that the email that you're sending, you're sending it to people who have subscribed to your email or somebody who has
Yeah.
interacted with you in the past.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're
All the best.
welcome.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So let's see the definition of drip marketing. Let me zoom the screen a bit. Yeah. Often called drip campaigns, but known by many other names. Drip marketing, automated email campaign, life cycle emails, autoresponders. What is autoresponders? The moment you send an email, you get an automated reply, right? Life cycle emails that we have done on Tuesday, and marketing automation. The concept is the same. What's the concept? They are a set of marketing emails that will be sent out automatically on a schedule. No reply. Yes, the automated emails are no reply, usually because it's a machine, right? So that's why they give one more email address in case you want to write something. They ask you to write to that email address. Like, we saw an example of Citrix. They had automated emails and manual segment based emails, something on those lines. And what is the schedule? Perhaps one email will go out as soon as someone signs up. Second one will go out 3 days later. Like the one, I showed you on customer.io, wherein the workflow was send email now. If the email is open, send the second email after 7 days. So you make a workflow, or the way we saw WP engine, the example, day 1, day 3, day 7, day 10, day 13, right? With one more going out on the next weekend. Or apart from having an automated schedule, right? Do you have any control on how customers will behave on the emails? No. So you have to be slightly flexible, right? Or the emails can be varied based on triggers, right? Or actions the person has performed, like signing up for your service or making a purchase. This is why they are also sometimes called behavioral emails, right? So, two concepts over here. One is you plan the customer's email, right? So, few of the emails that comes to my mind is one is autoresponders, right? Second is newsletters. You get even newsletters automatically. Third thing would be product information where you're educating, or for e-commerce companies, product catalog information, something on these lines, like you get it from, let me zoom out a bit. Something like this, like make my trip. This is called product catalog information, right? They're giving you a series of products along with the email, or let's say nearby. This is called product catalog information. This is also automated based on your previous browsing history. See, I'm getting emails only of Hyderabad. Am I correct? And based on my previous history, I'm getting similar hotels. Screen is frozen. Is it for everybody? Is my screen frozen for everybody or only for Sushant? Because I am able to see the audience view is changing. Can you guys see my Gmail screen now, which says mystery rooms and our topics and email from nearby? It's okay. Sushant, others are able to see my screen. Probably you'll have to log out and log in back once. This is also drip email marketing. They're slowly nurturing me, right? So all this are few examples of drip marketing campaigns like newsletters, blog updates, product information, product catalog information, right? Sometimes on your birthday you get emails, right? When those are drip marketing emails. If you get an email from me on your birthday, right? So all this is drip marketing campaign. How? This is how you have to make a flow chart before you start. Don't you think if you do not make a proper flow chart, you will be confused which email should be sent to which customer on what day? Or will that be easy? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think this kind of flow chart is needed or not needed? What do you think? Okay, let me repeat the question. So, right now, you see a flowchart on the screen, right? Something which I have made, and this is how I will give it to the tool, right? Do you think you should proactively make this flowchart, or you should, just do a random email marketing? What do you think is an ideal way to do? Right? Now, there are two advantages. One is you know which content to send to which customer for what reasons. That's the first advantage, right? So, if the customer is registered, two options. Either they have bought or not bought. If they have bought, it makes for me to make them a VIP customer. Next level. That's upsell income. Now, did he or she convert for my upsell? Yes. Now I have a VIP customer flow, but it's different. I have VIP customer flow here and here. So my ultimate goal is definitely to make my customer come on the VIP customer flow. If he had not made a purchase, no problem. I'll send one more email welcome. And see, if they have not converted on the no convert, I go back to the welcome. My goal is to make them buy my upsell flow email. See, upsell flow, upsell flow, upsell flow. Let's say they have not opened my email, welcome email, no problem. Send one more email with welcome new subject line, product email. Did they open, not convert? Product booster. Open, convert, upsell flow. If they have opened and still not convert, can I give a discount email? If they have not opened, see open, not convert, not open, I'll keep on sending them email every few days just to remind them until they unsubscribe. Right? So I will have welcome. This is my ultimate goal to make the customer come to my VIP customer flow. Before that, I have upsell flow. And before that, the first purchase. So this is how I will have various actions to make my customer come to my first purchase, then to my VIP upsell flow, and then to my customer flow. Don't you think if you have such kind of mechanism, it will be easier for you to nurture your lead and know which leads needs to be done what action? Should I send them a product booster email, a coupon email, a discount email? Should I move them to VIP customer flow? And all this, definitely you will have to use a CRM for that. Can you do this manually? Difficult. You need to have an automated email marketing tool, yes, but do you also need to have a CRM to capture customers' information, right? So let's see a few of the tools that you can use for this kind of marketing. But tools are there. Logic has to be given by human beings, people like us. Tools will do whatever you are telling them. The rules will be made by you, and they will just follow whatever rules you have made. Right? So few tools are, right, Drip, Customer.io, MailChimp. Drip, we will see right now. I'll just show you a screenshot. Customer.io, I showed you on Tuesday, and MailChimp, you have already seen this in your, or you will see this in your email marketing module. Apart from this, right? Apart from this, you can also use tools like Zoho, Aweber, MRSys, Amazon Smart Email Services. Lot of options. MailChimp and Zoho, as of now, is free. What is Drip? In Drip, you can make a flowchart like this, the same way you have seen in Customer.io, right? So let me show you Drip flowchart. Drip tool flowchart. Okay, Drip tool. Right, in this, you want to go, you can actually open a trial account if you want to. Try Drip free and get a demo, right? So let us look for over here the flowchart. If you want to go demo, no wait. Features, okay, tracking. This is how you'll make a flowchart. See tags. This is called audience segmentation. What they did at what time, right? And this is how you'll make workflow. You see this on the right hand side? This is irritating. See, became a customer. Wait 30 minutes. Now, is he an advanced user? If yes, send the tip for. If we is a novice user. Remember last week we were doing for KISS metrics. We were telling whether the customer is advanced user or novice user, whatever. Based on that, we were deciding, right, on the actions whether the customer will be advanced user or a novice user. So this is how you'll make a flowchart and make the customer enter the flow. Something like this, right? And lead scoring. What is lead scoring? We'll understand lead scoring in detail. Why do you need lead scoring? Now, let's say you have started some campaign, right? You will have more than 1,000, 2,000 customers usually in your pipeline, right? Now, don't you think every lead that is there in your database will have a different cycle of purchase? Plus, some lead may be very hot and some lead might be warm. Oh, sorry, cold. So some might be warm lead and some might be cold lead. Now, when you are giving the lead to your sales or to the team of marketing, how will the marketing team know which leads they should actually focus upon and which leads still need nurturing? Right? This is a common problem, right? A lot of people say that uh, the leads were not proper, the leads were not happening. Now, if the sales, let's say you give a score to all your leads, right? From 1 to 1,000. Higher your lead, the more warmer your lead is. So when the salesperson starts doing the sales page, don't you think it will be easier for them to do their pitching based on the lead score? They will start from the top, and if they are doing it randomly without any logic, do they have a higher chances of success? That's my question. If they do not know which lead is warm and which lead needs more nurturing, are we doing justice and are we heading towards success? What do you think? Do you think the sales team should know uh, the warmness of a lead or not? What is your point of view on this? Any idea? If you were in a sales team, would you want to know? Would you want to know which lead is warmer and start going from descending order, or would you randomly do your sales thing? Which is more beneficial for you and the company? First option, right? Technically, and that's the reason why you need to have a lead score. So we'll do this in detail, don't worry, lead scoring, when we do our case study today. Cool. So these are few tools which you can try. Very good tools. Drip is one of them. You can also use Zoho for that matter, right? Now let's understand why should we do drip marketing, right? Let's say, let's say I am selling some database management software, right? I am one of the premium company in database management, and I am the sales manager. I come to your office after taking an appointment. My product is amazing. My product is the best in the world. It is probably something which is ultimate, right? I come, I explain about my product, talk about me, my product, without understanding what is your requirement or without trying to understand what do you want. At the end of the conversation, I say that the price of my software or my database management tool is 50 lakh rupees. Though my product is the best, it's really good, how many of you would agree to buy from me? And how many of you, right? How many of you would say you will think and get back to me? So, how many of you will be say, okay, 50 lakhs looks reasonable. Let me try. I only spoke about me, my product, everything about me. How many of you will say you need time and you'll get back to me? What would be your point of opinion? If you were the CEO and I was a sales manager, would you be okay to buy because I'm the best? Or would you say I need time to think about it? What would be your answer for this? No answer? No idea? Abhijit says, thank you, Abhijit. Abhijit says he will think and get back to me. And the entire world knows that the moment you say that you will think and get back to me, nobody gets back to you. Especially in the field of marketing, people who are in the field of marketing will understand. The moment somebody says, I'll get back to you, nobody gets back to me. That's the norm of the sales industry, right? Option two, same product, a different sales manager. What I do is, I come to your office, right? And I say, you know what? To help you explain how this product can help you, right? Benefit, can I ask you a few questions? If I tell you to help you understand how you can benefit from your product, can I ask you a few questions? How many of you will be okay to answer my question because it is kind of benefiting you? Will you be okay to answer my questions? Most of you should be okay to answer my questions because you want to understand how you can benefit from my product. Like, okay, let's start. So I ask you, how many people work in your industry? You say, let's say 50. 50 people. Okay. Then I ask you, what is the average salary you pay per individual per annum? Let's say you pay 6 lakh rupees per annum. That's 50,000 rupees per month. A few of them gets, let's say, 40, 30, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. On average, you're paying 50,000 rupees per month, 6 lakhs rupees per annum, and that's 3 crore rupees per year only on salaries to get a job done, right? For 40 hours per week. I'm like, okay, so you have employees working for 8 hours per day, 40 hours per week, and this is how much you're paying. Wonderful. Now I ask you or explain you your weekly salary. How do I get the weekly salary? If I want to help somebody understand what is a weekly salary, how do I get a weekly salary? I know it's not related to marketing, just good to know information. How do I know what is the weekly salary, or how do I do the weekly salary calculation? Anybody has any idea? If I want to know, let's say your monthly salary is 50,000 rupees, how do I know how much I'm paying per week and per hour? So mainly how much I'm paying per hour. How would I get the hourly salary? No idea. 50K by 30 by 8. What if few months have, let's say, 31 days and 28 days, Abhijit? Then what would you do? 31 days, 28 days. So just to 22 days. What if few months have 20 working days only? Okay, so I used to work as a HR in UK HSBC process. So what you do is the only constant thing in a year is number of weeks. Any year will have 52 weeks. So you divide your yearly salary by 52 weeks. This is your weekly salary. 40 hours. This is your hourly salary. Make sense? Kind of now. I know it's not marketing, but that sometimes it may help you when you go to any position of marketing or as manager. This is how you get your weekly salary. So I'm like, okay, so you're paying 288 rupees per hour into 50 people. This is how much you're paying per hour, 14,000, right? So what do I do? Right? Into 40 hours per week into some 52 weeks will be around 50. See, 3 crore rupees. I'm like, okay, great. So, using my software, you can do the same work which is taking 8 hours per day. The same work can be done in 4 hours. So, if you do the same work in 4 hours, you're saving 50% of whatever you are paying to the salary. So, you can get more business or you can do downsizing. So, if you're paying 3 crore rupees per annum, using my software, you will have a saving of 1.5 crore rupees because you can get that much more business. 1.5 crore rupees is what you will save if you use my product. Like, wow. Apart from this, what I will do is I can give you a demo if required. Plus, we have more than 42 clients across the globe. I'll give you 6 months of AMC free if required. And then I'll give you free service if there is any request after 2 months. After hearing all this, how many of you will say, okay, let me go for a trial offer of 14 days and give you some advance check if I am happy? How many of you will be okay to have the trial offer initiated after I explain to you all these benefits of you and understand you and give you branding, give you knowledge about how my product can be useful? How many of you will say, okay, let's have the trial version? Or how many of you will say, I still need time to think and will not get back to you? Doing the second way is a better version to do it. I'm explaining you my product and how it is beneficial to you. That's the difference between direct marketing and nurturing. Let's see an example on that from a company called Tab. So Tab is mainly a B2B company, right? It helps organizations, right, to manage print and digital documents, right? When I say print, it is mainly documents which are hard copy, right? Hard copy, paper copy. And when I say digital, it's there on your server, right? It's there on your cloud. It's stored in digital format, can be used online without the help of offline documents. Very difficult business, but proper B2B marketing. Let's see how they got started with email drip marketing. The first thing you have to do is in this segment the audience, right? Audience aggregation, prospects who are interested in paper management solutions and prospects who are interested in hybrid management solutions. How will you get this data? How will you understand which prospect is interested in paper management and which prospect is interested in digital or hybrid management? How will you get to know this data? If you were the marketing manager, what is the first thing you will do to understand and do audience segmentation? If you were the marketing manager, what is the first thing you will do to understand, right, and do audience segmentation? How? How will you do that? Don't you think you will look at the previous behavior of the customer? Yes, that's the same thing. Historical data to the rescue. Looked at the behavioral data to segment the audience. So they understood, okay, we have to look at the behavioral data and then do audience segmentation. Wonderful. Then what do I do? The qualifying actions that they did were, did the prospect, right, who wants to buy something from me, right, download a white paper, a case study, right, or toolkit which talks about hybrid or which talks about digital marketing? First step. Then what did they do? After that, they check, did they attend any webinar which relates to hybrid or paper management solutions? That was done. Great. Did they spend 15 seconds or more on a page of tab which relates to hybrid or paper management? For example, if you come to our website and you are browsing the course curriculum of, let's say, Digital Marketing Certified Associate complete course, right? It makes logical sense for me to send you email on the DMCA and not on web analytics. Am I correct? That's the logical way, right? So what am I doing? I'm looking at which call to action did you respond to and which segment of my product you are looking to, and then I will say, okay, this customer will go, or this prospect will go in the DMCA marketing campaign, this prospect will go in corporate marketing campaign, and this prospect will go in, let's say, business analytics course or business analytics campaign, right? So first thing is I will segment the audience. Next thing, what will I do? I have to outline a basic buying cycle. Am I correct? Which customer should be in which cycle at what time, and for that, because I need to match my content as per the cycle, right? So this is what I do. First, problem recognition. Like the example which you saw in WP Engine, the first thing was problem recognition. The problem was customer site was going down when there were too many people. That was the problem statement. Why is the site going down when there are people on the website? So I first acknowledge the problem and give them that, okay, I'm there to acknowledge and check your problem. After that, after I acknowledge and understand the problem, I then educate about my product or services and then explain them why me and not anybody else. Right? If you cannot make them understand why you, they will never come to you. Right? You have to make them understand that it is for them to have a look and take it forward. Once you educate about the product, then you give your brand evaluation. And this is where we all want, right? We all want to do branding because people want stuff which are branded. So you then do your brand evaluation. Fair enough? After I do my brand evaluation, there would be, as I said, objectional questions in your customer's mind, right? So FAQs, proactive answering of all the problems, so that the customer believes in you and starts working with you. And then you will have to understand what which point can move my marketing lead to become a sales lead. So you will try to understand the decision influencer factor which will help your marketing lead to become a sales lead. And this is the basic buying outline. This is the basic buying cycle. Almost 90% of the companies follow this buying cycle. Some may follow one or two here and there, but 90% of the companies follow this basic buying cycle: problem recognition, evaluation, education, brand evaluation, objections, and decision making. Right? Step 3: match content to buying cycle. And how do I match the content? Pulled up content from existing pool. Remember last week I told you that even before you start the campaign, you should definitely have a buffer of 4 to 6 weeks, right? Same thing over here. You cannot make content overnight for your campaigns. You have to be proactive. So you can pull up content from your existing pool to aid prospective buyers for each stage of buying cycle. And the content could be articles, case studies, toolkits, white papers, newsletters, videos, games, some level of engagement for the customer to engage with you and take you forward, take him or her forward in the next level of buying cycle. Right? Tab also made 5 landing pages and content groups targeted to each stage in buying cycle. Now, why did Tab make 5 pages? Why not one or two, or why not six, seven? Why only five? Is there some logic behind that, or just a random number? So Tab made 5 landing pages, right? So they made a lot of articles, a lot of case studies. In most of the case studies, they had only 5 landing pages. So all the case studies, all the content was spread across this 5 landing pages. Why did they make 5 landing pages? Why not four? Why not three? Or why not seven? Why five? Any lucky number that they have, or something it was already prevailed in the market? What is your point of view? Was five the lucky number? Of course no. So why five? Why not four? Why not three? Why not two? Why not one? Why only five? It gave best results. How? Okay, let's go back one slide. How many steps are there over here? Got it? For each stage. So there could be content groups. Content group one. Some people might be, checking more. Content group two, content group 3 for all IT verticals, but all of them will have one landing page, right? That's the best way to understand, because web email marketing, it's slow, step by step, and you cannot really make multiple landing pages. You'll have to make common landing pages, which is easier for the customers to understand and also for your client to follow, right? Now, don't take me wrong, you can also take more than 5 landing pages, even 7, 8, if you're able to manage. But history says that you should have one landing page with various content groups for each stage of the buying cycle. Step 4, create emails for each stage. This is all we know, right? You have to make emails for each and every stage of the purchase life cycle, right? Use a consistent design for emails, and this we discussed, right? It's not really a good idea to use multiple emails, multiple styles, multiple logos to your customer, because the customer wants to connect with you on a personal note. So always try to showcase the best possible, right, solution to your customer. So one email was sent against each of buying cycle. They used a consistent design for emails. Why consistent design? It helps in brand recall. That's why we do consistent design, right? Consistent design because it helps me to have a brand recall, and each email brought potential buyers to corresponding landing page. Easy now till now. So each time whenever they had a thing, they bought corresponding user to the landing page. Cool. Now, email campaigns were started for all potential buyers in the existing list. First email started after 3 days for new prospective buyers entering the list. Let me open a slide over here. Let's say this is my drip marketing campaign, right? Drip marketing campaign. User 1, user 2, so on, end user. How will my users come to this drip marketing list? How will my users come to my drip marketing list? The list, right, for which drip marketing has to happen. How will the users come to this drip marketing list? Any idea? So for that, yeah, more than buying. So this is not in buying, Sushant. This is before you buy. You have to run an inbound marketing campaign. The user comes to my website, they interact. Based on their interaction, yes, go there. No, some other channel. Am I right? So logically, you are running more than one campaign at the same time. Am I correct? Technically, you are running more than one campaign at the same time, if I am not wrong. Right? So the same thing. And what happens is, once the user comes over here, they keep it over here. After 3 days, more than 3 days, they send the first drip marketing email. Right? Easy, this is where a lot of people get confused. Why two campaigns? Why 3 days? Once the user comes to my website, I will add him over there and do it. So email campaigns were started for all potential buyers in the existing list. First email started after 3 days for new prospective buyers who enter the list. And who are these new prospective buyers? They are the ones who express their interest in their solutions or on their website. Cool? Any questions over here? I hope not. Okay, now, so based on this, the lead is generated. Cool? Let's say if it's offline marketing. Let's say you want to buy a Honda City car. right? Let's say Abhijit wants to buy a Honda City car. So what he does, he goes to a dealer and tells the dealer, you know what, I want to buy a Honda City vehicle, right? Automatic. The dealer says the price is 15 lakh rupees. And so you go to your drawing board or whatever, right? Get your loan approval, finance, whatever. And after, let's say, 15 days or 20 days, the dealer will follow up with you. So when somebody is doing offline marketing based on the body language and based on the conversation, don't you think you will be in a much better position to understand what is a hot lead and what is just a visitor? Much easier in offline marketing because you get less customers, you see them, you talk to them, and if it's a hot lead, you can follow up with them and close the lead. Can you have a similar approach in online marketing? Difficult, no, right? You'll have so many customers, so many visitors, so many people, you will have no idea which is a hot lead and which is just a random visitor and which lead should I actually close and should I push for sales, right? Now, people who have worked in, let's say, sales and marketing would probably agree that there's always a constant argument between the sales team and the marketing team. The marketing team says that the sales team is not able to convert the leads. We are sending very good leads, the sales team is not able to convert, right? The sales team says that we are getting stupid leads from marketing team, that's why you're not able to convert, right? A common argument happened between the sales team and marketing team. In this argument, who is at the loss? You agree every lead comes for a price until they enter into a campaign. You have an inbound marketing campaign, you have a drip marketing campaign, you have email marketing campaign, all the stuff. Every lead comes for a price. Business house, right? And and apart from this, don't you think it is much easier to convert an existing lead than a new lead? Yes. So now what do we do? So we do something called lead management or lead scoring. What is that? There are various actions that are possible by any user whenever they come on my website. Am I correct? Some actions, some actions are much more useful or are much more important to convert, and some are random actions. Let's say somebody clicks on join the webinar and somebody comes on the blog post 3 times. Which is a better lead? Join the webinar or somebody who comes on the blog post? Who is a better lead for me to convert? Webinar one or the blog one? Webinar one, right? So can I quantify, can I give a score and quantify the user based on all the actions that he or she has taken on my website and have a workflow for it? Like the VIP customer flow. And then I give a score for each action. And then I give a threshold that, you know what, if the user score is, let's say, more than 50, the lead will go to the sales team. Anything below 50, the lead will remain with the marketing team to nurture. So now we have proper responsibilities of which lead to be nurtured and which lead to actually go for sales team. Plus, don't you think you will also know which lead is in what stage? For example, let's say Praful, right? Uh, this is the different ways you want to quantify. The threshold is 50 for sales team. I come to your website multiple times, 5, 6 times, I take some action, and let's say my lead score is 40. If my lead score is 40, will it go to the sales team for a sales pitch or will it remain with the marketing team to nurture? Which one is a better idea? To remain with the marketing team or to nurture or to push it to sales team? What do you think should be the ideal scenario over here based on the condition we have given? So if my score is 40, nurture. So this way, absolutely perfect. So let's understand why we need lead scoring. Lead generation online, just traffic is not good enough. Even if you generate large quantities of lead, it's not good enough. Let's say I have a restaurant. I have a lot of people coming to my restaurant thinking it's Taj Mahal, see my restaurant, praise it, and go out. Do I make any money? I'm getting all the praise. I'm getting all the walk ins. But unless they order food and bill, I will not make money. So even if I generate large quantities of great quality leads, unless they convert, it's of no use to me. So that's why you need to have a effective lead management, right? Because it is critical component for all marketing initiatives. So what is a lead? For B2C, right? Lead criteria would be fitment to target buyer persona. So I have a lead persona. Let's say I'm selling insurance policy. I have some lead persona that people who are looking for insurance, age group of 25 to 39, so and so forth. I would put this lead persona based on my audience aggregation. My top 20% customers, I will segment it, and that would be my target buyer persona. Did he or she showed interest in my products and offerings, and which stage in the purchase life cycle? For B2B, we follow something called BANT model: budget, authority, need, and time. What's budget? Let's say I want a CRM. The best CRM possible in India is, let's say, Salesforce. Salesforce is, let's say, they say $100 rupees per license. My budget is only $15 rupees per license. They want to sell for 100 rupees. My budget is 15 rupees maximum. Am I a prospective audience for Salesforce? What do you think? I want to buy, no, right? Because my budget, I don't have the budget to use their product or services. Authority. Are you talking to the right decision maker? Do that person, he or she, who is talking to you as a lead, is he or she the right decision maker, or is he or she the key to the decision maker? Right? Then comes need. Can I create a need for them to use my product? And time. How time efficient can it become for them to understand? This is basically the BANT model, which is mainly used for B2B: budget, authority, need, and time, to define the lead persona and the fitment to target buyer persona. Right? And importance of lead management: lot of work, lot of investment goes in attracting leads. Am I right? We make all these campaigns, all the SEM, SMM, email marketing for the customer to come on my landing page. The role of customer is changing. Smarter and more cost efficient marketing. Sales team will become more efficient and effective. Better experience for prospects and leads. Some component of lead management is prospects tracking. Can I track my prospects? Lead intelligence, lead nurturing, lead scoring, and CRM integration. Right? Let's come back to the thing of tab. So tab, they had 5 different stages of buying cycle. They were sending one email against each stage. Am I right? So they were sending 5 emails for all the customers. The different actions that tab was tracking was, did the customer click in the link on the email? It's not about opening, clicking on the link. Am I correct? Once they click, they come to my landing page. When the customer came to my landing page, did they spend 15 seconds or more on the landing page? And did they download a piece of content from the landing page? And sales would take up lead based on the lead score. So, how you can do in drip is something like this. Let me go. Lead scoring. Okay, yeah. So you can have this kind of actions, right? If the customer, right, comes to your tour page, 3 points, pricing page, 5 points, careers page, -10 points. Because if somebody is coming to my career page, they're looking for a job and not my customer. You can give something for email engagement. Did they open my email? Did they click my email? This logic has to be given by you, my dear friends. The tool will give you a score automatically, but you will have to decide the logic, right? So I suggest you go to this blog on lead scoring, and now I will open an Excel sheet to explain you understand it much better. Right? Let me zoom the Excel sheet as well. So let's understand something called weighted average lead scoring, right? Okay. So stage 1 to stage 5, right? Email 1 to email 5. The 3 actions that tab was tracking is click, time spent, download. Am I right? Let's say I give a random score to each of this. Let's say if somebody clicks, I give a score of 1. Now when you say weighted average, this school of thought says that to get a click on the email is slightly easier than to make them spend time on the website. In other words, to make them spend time on the website needs much more effort. Is this correct? To make somebody spend time on the website needs slightly more effort than, let's say, getting a click. Yes? So they say, let's give it a score of 3. And you can get a download score of 5. So my score would be after the first stage, and these are content groups, my people. These are content groups, right? Group 1, group 2, group 3 with same landing page, right? Same landing page. Nothing else apart from that. Okay. So if somebody is done this, they go to stage 2. Again, let's have the same score for each stage, right? So if somebody is done stage 2, it is basically sum of stage 1 plus sum of stage 2. Am I correct? Same goes for stage 3, stage 4, stage 5. Cool? This is the score you're giving. Now let's say I say the score of Reena is 32. Which stage is Rina in right now? As a random say, Rina was 32. Which stage is Rina in right now? Any guesses or anything? Stage 3? Stage 3 is 32? Or stage 4 is 32? Or stage 5? So until 27 is stage 3. Anything between 27 and 36 is stage 4. So if the score is 32, which stage is Rina in right now? Stage 4? And what stage 4? Let's go and check in our deck. So stage 4 is logically objection handling. So right now what I have to do? To convince Rina, I have to send content and landing page which talks about objection handling. Easier. Now I know which customer should get what kind of content without actually breaking my head. Let's say the score of Abhijit is 22. Which stage is Abhijit in right now? 22, which stage? Stage 3? Perfect. Let's say the score of Sarabjit is 18. If it's 18, which stage is he right now in? Stage 2? Okay. Actually, end of stage 2 and beginning of stage 3. The moment the score is 18, he or she will go into stage 3. Am I right? Am I correct? Because end of stage 2 is more than 18, equal to 18 also, because 18 is stage 2. So now what else will you do in stage 2? They have already downloaded also. So now I'll have to send him or her the email for stage 3. That's why I give this 18 example. Am I correct? Stage 3, Sarabjit. The moment is 18, stage 2 is achieved. So if stage 2 is achieved, what do? I move to stage 3. Got it, everybody? If it is 9, stage 1 is over. So now I have to put them in stage 2, and stage 2 is basically education. The score is 27, stage 4. Right? Got it, everybody? Now what I can do is I can keep a threshold. 36 and below, marketing team. Above 36, sales team. Much easier now. My sales team will keep picking leads from here. When they pick up leads, they have the CRM access to see what the customer download, what did they see, and then they have a better chance of conversion. If they pick up randomly some leads, they might not convert. This will help them to convert. Am I correct? Pretty clear on this? What is lead scoring? Abhijit, Amit, Arvind, Devin, Gunjan, Camelia, Manisha, Reena, Sarabjit, Shreya, Sushant. Any questions on this? Cool. There is one more school of thought over here. It's called uniform scoring. So not many people use this. It's mainly used for lead generation. Uniform scoring, right? So the logic is the same. Okay, fine. Thank you, Abhijit. The only difference is, whatever be the stage, the score is equal. They say no, everybody is equal. So let's give all the scores to everybody, right? The logic is the same. I'll just say score of Arvind is 10. I know Arvind is in stage 4. The score of, let's say, Abhijit is 8, is in stage 3, right? So they want to give a uniform score across all the channels. That's the only difference between weighted average and uniform scoring, right? So Tab did this. They did lead score. They made a basic. They made audience segmentation, basic buying cycle, match content, made emails, uh, and then they did lead scoring, and they had a lead scoring formula, right? So I put the same thing which was there in my deck on in Excel in the deck, right? Tab results: 133% increase in open rate for emails, 650% increase in click-through rate for emails, 32.6% increase in conversion rate. And what was the conversion? Downloading content from landing page. Happier sales team. Because the lead were well nurtured, the sales team was happy. Happier sales teams with better qualified leads. I'll do that, Devin. So I've made some changes just to add to this. So I've just added this kind of a thing, right? And I've added 2 or 3 slides of this. I will share this with your program coordinator, and maybe they can share it with you. Okay, Devin? Last week's and this week's, both the weeks. Cool. Happier sales team with better qualified leads will give better sales. Cool. Very important. Set up automatic campaigns. Welcome, Devin. Possible tools are, of course, you can use customer.io, Pardot, Ilakio, Marketo. Very good tools. The best in the world. They are owned by Oracle and all these companies. Very expensive. If I talk about pricing, somewhere around $7,000 to $10,000 per license, right? So very expensive, but amazing. Everything is automated. Your analytics, email marketing, CRM, all in one. But if you just want to try and make your hands dirty, you can use MailChimp for free. Excuse me. If you want slightly advanced, you can also use customer.io. It's around 80 to $100 per user, around 7,000 rupees Indian INR. So if you just want to make your hands dirty, customer.io is generally good enough to get your hands dirty and practice. Right? Cool. Let's see one more example of a company called Lumention. So what Tab did was they made a new drip marketing campaign. Lumention, what they did was they were already running some drip email marketing campaigns. Let's see how they went about improving their drip email marketing campaign. Right? Find and analyze the best leads. First thing, always audience aggregation. You have to segment and get the best leads. So what did Lumention did? They figured out common traits of best leads. How? They relied on the data from previous nurturing programs, past history. The factors they considered were company vertical, lead source, offers taken, orders of the offers taken, how much time did the customer spend on the website. They took the best possible combination of this, like 20% who gave 80% revenue, and said, let's do a drip marketing campaign for this kind of leads. They got the leads. Now, next thing is content. Drawing upon previous success, team took forward assets from existing campaigns. So they already had campaigns. So let's take assets. Assets means that the marketing tools, the content, everything. They had 12 drip marketing series based on leads industry and product of interest. From there, they took content. They did the right targeting and segment. They did lead management. So they used the previous assets to get the content, do the targeting and segmenting, and did lead management. They fine-tuned the campaigns, messaging, and approach. From field set to account manager instead of marketing. This makes a big difference. What is from field? Marketing at icicibank.com. Sales at, let's say, kotakmahindra.com. Those emails, even for the email service provider, the servers, they look like promotional emails or spammy emails. But let's say you get an email like account manager at ifcb.com, dedicated manager at sbi.com. This looks much more personalized to the email service provider also. So a higher chances of not getting marked spam and going into inbox. What do you feel? Am I correct? The from email address, does that play an important role for the email service provider and for us also when we read the email? So very important. Try to use a personalized email in the from email address. Let me show you an example. So what is the from email address? Anybody? The one through which we see the names, right? Let's say this. No reply at email.com. This looks like a promotion email, right? This is something like this. Yeah, support at cleartaxnews.com. This looks like a support thing. So they think, okay, this is a support email, so it may go to inbox, right? Or Ola, no reply, right? Since I've subscribed to it, it's coming my inbox, right? Or Docomo. See, this looks much more personalized for whatever reasons, right? So from email address plays a big role. That's what they did. They changed things over there just to help the customer understand. And the focus was less on HTML. Nowadays, Gmail, for some reason, the moment they have any coding or any HTML script in the email, they think it's promotion. So they focus purely on text and very less on HTML. Timing and volume. They did some A/B testing, tested 4 approaches for faster sales readiness: 2 emails in 1 week, 3 emails in 3 weeks, 6 emails in 3 weeks, 4 emails in 8 weeks. To understand which one gives a better result. Content. Initial content offered guides. Later emails offered sales oriented material like trial, demo, etc. Like the example we saw on Tuesday from WP Engine. Initial email was your landing page score, how can you improve your landing page, which better tools you can use, all that jazz, right? They were telling you all the guides to improve a landing page, and then they gave you a sales pitch. So initially, always build and nurture the lead, explain them what's in it for them, and do not sound like a sales company. Lumention results, amazing results. 225% increase in sales ready leads because they use the best examples of past. 376% more engagement per lead. 489% increase in leads with multiple engagements. 12.1% increase in leads with at least one engagement. 27% opportunities generated like this became customers. Wow. Just by doing this, right? Now, let's understand how you can design your own drip email marketing campaign. A step by step approach which you can use when you want to design your own email marketing campaign. The first step would be define the start point. How will the users enter your drip marketing campaign? Not your website, your drip marketing campaign. Once they enter your website, you'll decide which one will go in drip marketing campaign and how. Do attributes based segmentation, or in other words, audience aggregation. Identify all events you want to capture, like website page views, events, email activity. Create workflows, segments and trigger points. Write drip emails for all nodes in the workflow. Right? Let's see the example. Define the start point. How are users entering in the email list? Not the website, in the email list after they come to your website. Is it existing data? Did they have some website chat interaction, some previous conferences, some leads, or some subscription forms? Right? Look at this and then decide which customer will enter the start point. Then comes your audience aggregation based on industry, right? Role, company size, product of interest, and source of engagement. You should be in a position to arrange this data. Otherwise, you can't proceed. If you cannot get your audience aggregation right, it will be difficult. You need to identify all the events, right? Basically, for all your audience scoring, segment by pricing. So you need to track all the important events you want to track so that you can do lead scoring and understand your customer behavior. Create workflow like the one I showed you on Tuesday and today. You can give, or in fact, you should give time delay in between email that you send. You can change attributes in between the workflow. Attribute is, let's say, I was doing SEO Marketing manager, that's my attribute. So SEO was my course. So earlier I changed my job and now I'm a social media marketing manager with a IT company. So the attribute has changed. Now I'll try to pitch you for SMM as a IT vertical. So you should definitely change attributes if the customers has changed their behavior. Pick one segment and one trigger point. Decide where you want to send one email or drip campaigns, like one email or a series of emails. Create emails. How can you create emails? You need to identify helpful content like case studies, white papers, toolkits, guides, webinars, some videos, infographics, podcast, newsletters, some tool which they can use to interact with you, right? Identify motivation factor. What knowledge will motivate a marketing lead to become a sales lead? Some opportunity pitch, success stories, compliances, auditing, right? Maybe something on those lines. Okay. Identify all the concerns of the customer, right? You need to identify which customer has what concern and everything, right? Refund policy, social proof, make it familiar, terms and conditions of offer, internal selling. You need to identify all this to understand your customers' concerns and you should be able to address it. Repeat step 5 for all segments. What is step 5? You have to write emails, right? This is the main important because this is drip email marketing campaign. Right? Some extra steps. Decide a basic formula to score your leads. A lead scoring formula, right? Integrate everything with CRM. Gather all the customer activities into your CRM. Have it handy for sales to know the history of interaction. Cool. And finally, execute, test, optimize, and repeat. And that brings us to the end of this session as well, right? Do let me know if you have any questions, right? One more thing that I thought I can share is nowadays a big challenge, right? Primary promotions, all that stuff. So I have made some observations and made a doc in which I have made some few points on what we can do. My observation, not a golden rule. What can be done to ensure that Gmail goes into primary inbox? Do you want me to take you to this as well, or that's okay? What different steps you can do? Yes, okay. Devin, okay. Okay, before doing that, sorry, it's 9:20. There's a feedback link, uh, slightly more important. So today's feedback link will actually be my final score and it will go on the website as well, right? So whatever comments you post, it will be published on the website against my name. Yeah, so you have to log in to your LMS. It says, how would you rate the quality of the content presented during the course? Bad, satisfactory, good, or very good? Choose whatever you feel genuinely. Go to next. How would you rate the effectiveness and knowledge of the trainer in delivering the curriculum? Basically, my knowledge. Bad, satisfactory, good, or very good, right? How would you rate the quality of the training format? Presentations, exercises, case studies, right? Whatever you feel. Next, please give this feedback to me, okay? Because this is a final feedback for which my training will be judged. Still loading, okay. Khulja. How would you rate the support you receive from your program coordinator? Good support, great support, okay, or whatever, right? Next. Testimonial. You can write my name. Praful's training was bad. Praful's training was good. Praful's training was exhaustive, easily understandable. Just write my name and the training experience you feel about me, right? And any suggestions you have about, like Gunjan had a suggestion. Yeah, Arvind, I will share the feedback link with you. Please, uh, Arvind, follow the steps which I am doing this. This will go on the website, right? So straight away I'll share with you, right? And yeah, some suggestions like Gunjan has a suggestion on having the assignments part of training. Some suggestions you can give over here. And how likely are you to recommend the course to a friend or colleague? Let's say 8, 9, 10. If you like this, your colleague. If you have any colleagues reference, you can give your name. They will get the alumni discount. If you don't have, you can click on submit. Right? This is optional. Cool. So please do that in like 2 minutes, and then I will help you understand how to ensure and try and ensure. It's not golden rule. Something which I have figured out, right? Could also not work, right? So the first step is mention the reader by name. Make it personal. Address the reader by their first name using merge tag tools within your email marketing programs. This makes things more personal and the person feels more connected to you and your story. Thanks, Amit. This is possible with in many popular tools like MailChimp, and it's great for beginners and it's free to use. First thing, try to make it look personal by using the reader's name. Write in traditional letter form. In email marketing, personal touch wins. By keeping your message simple and natural, it makes the reader feels you are writing directly to them. It also fools Google. Lose the images. Contrary to social media best practices, Gmail has its own rule. For whatever reason, Google sees images as a sign of promotion or spam message. You will increase your readership by not having pictures. The moment there are pictures, Google thinks it's promotional, like a product catalog. Include no more than one or two links maximum. The point of the email is usually drive the traffic to your website. Am I correct? So the best thing to do is write an exclusive email and give the reader reasons why they should click on the link. Make it natural and smooth, of course. Now, don't get me wrong. You can get away with more than one, two, three, four links also, but it's not guaranteed you will survive the Google filter. Avoid RSS. What is RSS? Rich site summary. Basically, if there is any website update, you get information, right? So if you subscribe to RSS, you get updates of all the news, yeah, news feeds. In my experience, almost every RSS feed lands in my promotions tab. Because RSS is automated, Google can surmise that it's not being sent by a real person, so it doesn't belong in Gmail primary, even though I have subscribed to it. Right? Keep it short. It's a new trend that I have noticed in my research. The longer your email is, the less likely it makes it to primary. Right? So, quick summary, have no more than one or two links in your email if possible. Like the one we saw yesterday, that it had 4 5 links. That thing of real estate, that's fine because there are 5 call to actions. They all look personal. That's different. But having just spammy links, difficult. Include no pictures as long as possible. Mention the reader's name using merge tag tricks with MailChimp or Everbar. Turn off the RSS campaign. Write to the readers like you are their friend. Don't go spammy like, download, free, want to make more money. Write in traditional letter form and keep it short and simple. Right? This is something which you can try uh, to ensure that the email goes in the primary box. Cool. That brings me to the end of this session. Right? So I thought maybe let me share the webcam just in case this is the last session that we may have. Right? So I'll give a quick summary of from day 1 to day 4. So day 1, it was how to attract the audience using engagement magnets. We did case studies on what to do to get the customer on the website. Day 2 or week 2, logically. First week was 1 and 2. Week 2, like 3 and 4, was how I can define and get the lead persona defined. Do audience aggregation. What is audience aggregation? Why we do it? How do we do it using emailers? And what is lead nurturing? plant and nurture ideas into customers' mind. Week three, the session 5 and 6 was how do I optimize my leads for more conversions? CRO model, trying to understand the customer psyche, user online flow and persuasion, how to make conversion oriented entry page. And week four, this week, we understood what is drip email marketing campaign. Cool. And in case you want to get in touch with me through LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn profile. Anybody wants to get in touch with me, right? And any questions, please type in, people. If you have no questions, if you want to have any questions, you can always drop an email to me on my LinkedIn profile. This is my LinkedIn profile, right? Praful Jain. You can actually search for it. Um, cool. Any questions? Abhijit, Amit, Arvind, Devin. Thank you, Arvind. Devin, Gunjan, Camelia, Manisha, Reena, Sushant. Thank you, Camelia. If you have any questions, please type in your questions. If you have no questions, people, have a nice evening, have a nice morning. People are staying abroad. Uh, have a great week. Hopefully, we will again cross our paths together in some other training. Until then, if you have no questions, take care. Bye bye, and have a great future ahead. Have a great learning. Right? Thank you, Reena. It was great talking to you as well. Very interactive batch. LinkedIn link. Okay, let me share that. This is my LinkedIn link. Vijit, welcome. So I guess we have no questions for today. Okay, so I'm still online. If you have any questions, you can ask me your questions or drop in your questions. Would be glad to answer wherever I can. Cool, guys. Take care. Bye bye. It was nice meeting all of you. See you. Take care. Thanks, Amelia. Good night. Take care. Bye bye. Sure, Manisha. Anytime. Please do get in touch with me anytime. Not a problem. Right? Welcome, Shreya. Take care. No problem. Good night. Bye bye. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye bye.